John, you had a good end to the year, but the whole year has been pretty good for you.
Yeah,
Pretty busy.
yeah, it has. I think just because the gym's been busy, it's hard to stay like inactive. You know, obviously the boys have been going back-to-back camps, so it gives me opportunity to get amongst the atmosphere, and as well as their training picks up and the training room intensity picks up, I'm always there. So you generally gain a lot just for being around, you know, and showing up.
You've been on a few of the trips away.
Yeah, I was with the Carinair fight in, I think it was in June. So that was awesome. I was in Las Vegas. So it was great to go over there and see Israel do his thing and take care of business that time. And also Vake as well. And the performance he put on with Max Holloway was just was amazing. It was amazing to see live.
Tell us about your own competition with your wrestling as well.
Yeah, so this year I just wanted to get back to the roots. Really just wanted to, I guess, restart again. You know, if I had an opportunity to start all over again, which is what I feel like I'm doing, I wanted to see how I'll do it. And to be honest with you, not much changed when I said I'll start again. I went back to my roots in wrestling, and I competed at Oceanias this year, which I was able to win. Which qualified me and made me eligible to go to Commonwealth Games. So I went to the Commonwealth Games in July, so maybe a month later after Israel's trip, I was straight away on a plane to Birmingham. And I got to represent my native country, my parents' native country of Tonga, which is meant a lot to me. Like, obviously, making your parents proud means a lot, so my ability to represent their home nation was really my motivation, was just to really represent my parents. The sacrifices they made for me to get here. I thought my repayment would be to rear that flag. But with that being said, I was very much there singing the New Zealand national anthem at the same time. So, but it was a great experience being over there and being among some of the world's best athletes, just in a different field, one more specific to wrestling. The way that they approach it and stuff like that, I learned a lot, and yeah, there was a lot of growth from it.
And then in the MMA cage in the Eternal over in Australia, with a good win over there as well. Before you tell us a little bit about that fight, how does it plan out now for you? What path do you follow? Because you've got two paths now.
For me, I'm going to focus specifically on MMA. Just because the respect I give to wrestling, I understand that competing at that certain level requires a certain level of dedication if you're going to do it properly. If you're not going there just to go there, you're going there to compete, and that's something that I learned about going to the Commonwealth Games and these continental championships, is that these guys really live it and they do it every day, and so I had to make a decision: either I dive into that and do that every day and progress my career in that manner, or I come back into MMA. And wrestling was always, like I said, the beginning for what I wanted to really do, which was MMA. So I made a decision after the Com Games that I was going to come back home and focus on specifically just mixed martial arts.
So the win over there was pretty important. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I fought at Eternal Perth, I think it was in August. It was a month after the Commonwealth Games, so it was quite close. I was really fit for it. It was my first fight in a while, since obviously everything that had happened personally, they took me out of the game. So it was just good to get back in the cage and back to competing. I got a really good opponent, a guy I really respect, a guy I think is very good. And that was also awesome to do, you know, was to get back in there and actually see how you feel against good competition. Yeah, I was grateful enough to come out with a win, and it's just about building on that, and I'm looking to get back in there and yeah, continue to compete.
Have you got anything in mind? Is there something coming up for you?
Yeah, so we're looking to fight on Eternal Perth the day before Alec Volkanovski fights Islam. That will be the next one. So training camps just started this week, which is good. Body sore and we're in it already. It's only week one, but like I said, being away for so long, I'm just reminding myself that stuff like this is a blessing. It's a blessing to be sore. It's a blessing to be in the trenches. Yeah, it's a blessing to have the pressure of a fight on. So I'm just riding it and yeah, staying grateful in the process.
Well, we hope to follow your journey through, mate, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, thanks, Tony.
Good on you, mate.